the answer is yes, you can sell your property if you have a mortgage outstanding. It's actually quite an easy process. The following are the steps we would recommend that you take. The first step that we would recommend you take is that you speak to your bank and see how much money is left on your current mortgage. What this will enable you to do is see how much money you'll have to pay back from any potential sale to the bank, and it will let you know a rough amount of what you'll be left with in order to fund your onward move. The next step is to appoint a real estate agent, which we've offered some top tips on in one of our other videos, and agree a sale. Agreeing a sale can take anywhere between 24 hours and 90 days. Once a sale is agreed, you will sign the broker's Memorandum of Understanding, or MOU, and the Dubai Land Department's Form F. At this point, the buyer will lodge a cheque in the seller's name for 10% of the purchase price with the broker. Step 3 is the start of the process to transfer your property. This process will differ slightly depending on whether you've secured a cash buyer or a finance buyer, with a cash buyer being able to complete the transaction in a slightly quicker time frame. Whether you have secured a cash buyer or a finance buyer, perhaps the most significant part of the process for you involves the clearing of your outstanding liability. To do this, you will need to request a liability letter from your bank, which will state the exact amount down to the fill that is left on your mortgage. Once we have this, we will give it to the buyer, who will either clear that outstanding amount with their cash funds, or if they're buying with a mortgage themselves, their bank will clear your outstanding liability. Once your outstanding liability has been cleared, there's 2 significant milestones remaining. The first is that we'll need to get a no objection certificate, or an NOC, from the developer of the project that you're living in, and the second is the transfer appointment at one of the Land Department's designated trustee offices. In summary, yes, you can sell your property with an outstanding mortgage. There's no real difficulties involved in the process. Just be aware of your outstanding liability amount. Make sure you have all your documents to hand, including your title deed and passport copies, and be prepared to sign any formal documentation for the listing and the selling of your property.